Hello, bookish people, and welcome back to my side of the internet. If you've never seen me before, hi, my name is Paige. I really like reading, and we talk about books on here, and we read books together because that's what I like to do. I'm one for chaotic intros. I really need to find a good way to start these videos, but we'll get there eventually. Today, we are going to be reading 4 different mystery thriller type books to try to reignite the love that I have for mystery thrillers. Because in January, I read 3 or 4 of them, and I did not like any of them. Not really. And then I took a break in February. I don't think did I read any mystery? Hold on, let me check. Yeah, no, I didn't read any mystery or any thriller in February, which normally I read at least one. So that was weird for me. I want to love the books again. I want to love that genre. I don't know what it is that I'm just like, no, but I miss it. I miss reading about mysteries and I miss enjoying those mysteries. So today we have 4 wonderful books of that genre that we're going to read. I'm just repeating myself at this point. I'm just repeating myself. Normally when I do these videos, I let you know all the titles right away, but I'm going to keep some mystery to it, and I'm just going to show you the first one that we're going to read, because this one's due back to the library in 2 days, and I need to read the book. The first book we're going to read is None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. I have not read any Lisa Jewell thrillers in my lifetime. My mom has a couple. She's read this one and a couple others, and she said that she liked this one, but it reminded her of The Only One Left and the fact that there's a lot of twists at the end, which I personally did not like in The Only One Left. So she said that I might like this one, but I also might not, and to not get super expectation high. So I thought we would start with this because my expectations are supposed to be low. I don't really know what I know going in. I know Lisa Jewell's very loved for her thrillers, and I'm very excited to see what this book holds. But with that being said, I don't know what this book is about. I have no interest in reading the blurb, so we're gonna go start None of This Is True, and we will check in with each other every now and again to see how I'm rolling with this. Let's go read a book. Hello. Okay. Oh, I'm too short. Okay, weird angle. I know. And I know we're in a car now. Look at me go. No, I'm just reading in the car while I wait for my mom to get out of an appointment. But I am 40 pages in. How many pages am I actually into this book? 38 pages into None of This Is True. Girl, none of this is true. What is happening? I genuinely am so confused. I'm so confused, but I'm so intrigued. Normally when I read thrillers, I want to know what happens, right? But not in the way that I want to know what happens in this book. Because, what the fuck? Okay, I read the premise of the book. Now that I'm 40 pages in. Great job, me. And pretty much they're birthday twins. And one of them has a podcast. And the other one is just a normal person. But if I talk about it, is it considered spoilers, even though it's only 40 pages in? Yeah, okay, I don't know. I'm just gonna talk. Mini spoiler warning, maybe. I don't know if this is considered spoilers. I'm really only gonna talk about the first 40 pages of the book. If you call it spoilers, it's spoilers. Okay, here's what you skipped to. Sorry, I don't know what my brain's doing right now. I'm really confused. Okay, I'm really confused. Hi, people who want to actually know my thoughts. That sounds mean. Hi, people who want to know my thoughts and have read the book or don't care if it's spoilers or not. If I don't have my microphone, I talk a lot, and it's a lot faster and a lot louder, and I don't know why, and I'm very sorry. But pretty much, Josie pretty much has his husband who's old as right? And 2 kids. Roxy, who moved out and changed her name. Why did Roxy change her name? And then she has a daughter named Erica? Erin. And Erin is still living at home and gets fed baby food? But she's an adult? But we don't know, if it's a medical thing, okay, that's fine. I'm vibing. Well, not sorry, but what's going on there, right? Why is she getting fed cans of baby food outside of her bedroom door? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. It sounds like she's totally capable of having people food, but she's just not, and she doesn't even come out of her room. So I don't know about that. That's fucking weird. And then Josie wants to talk to our other girl about something. What the fuck is her name? Alex? Wants to talk to Alex. And why is Alex spelled with an I? Why is Alex spelled with an I? Oh, look, there's a lot of different ways to spell Alex. I know. There's Alex. And then apparently there's Alex with an I. Why is there Alex with an I? I digress. She has a husband who's a dick and keeps leaving at night to go drink. Sorry, girl. Sorry, Alex with an I. That's disappointing for you. There's 2 little kids, but she has a successful podcast career. And she's vibing. So why do they want to meet? They haven't met yet. Why do they want to meet? What does Josie have to say to Alex? This feels like a creepy stalker situation. And then there's killings. What are the killings? What does that have to do? Is that why Roxy is no longer having a name and no longer goes by her mother's name and doesn't live with her mother anymore? And her father, who's an 80-year-old man, That's dramatic. But you get what I'm saying. Like, what? I don't know what's happening. And it's not even like when I was reading The Only One Left, that's the last thriller I read. I didn't know what was happening, but enough was going on that I felt like it made sense. You know? Like, I was following it, and I was a little bit confused at times, but I had theories, and I had an idea. Normally, this is weird, 40 pages into a thriller, I have some idea of what the plot twist is, what's going to happen. Girl, there is so many elements in this book. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Is the father the killer? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Sorry y'all didn't hear any of that. It was just me really confused by my book. I'm assuming other people are back now. Anyways, 40 pages in on Tuesday, June 18th, the 18th of June. And then we go continue reading this until my mom comes out of her appointment. We'll meet back up later. It has been literally an entire day since I've been able to sit down with this book. I literally, first day, I binge read, like, I think the first 100 pages of this book. I'm not even kidding you. I'm checking right now. Well, I'm on page 96. So, almost. I read the entirety of the month of June, and now we have the month of July left. That is literally the rest of this book. I know that we found out that her husband, Josie's husband, is literally 50 years older than her. 50. Not 15. 50. 50. And that blew my marble brain. Just blew it. All that's really happening right now is Josie and Alex, spelled with an I, most annoying shit ever, are filming the podcast. And we are looking more into Josie's like upbringing and her life while filming the podcast, because it's getting filmed in like places from her childhood where she met her husband and all that stuff. I don't know, right now I'm in like, I call this the lull stage. I haven't picked up the book yet, and I know once I pick it up I'm probably gonna finish it either tonight or tomorrow morning. So yeah, it's 12 at night, very early morning next day, whichever you would like to categorize it, and we are gonna go read this book for a while. I'll probably fall asleep reading it, but let's go read None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. I'm really excited to see where this ends. I'm very excited. This is very vlog-like, I apologize, but hi. Despite what it may seem, it is in fact the next night. I have not been able to sit down with this book until right now, today. We had like 8 hours of errands to run. Actually insane. But we read to part 2 last night, and current thoughts are kind of blank in a way. Like, I really want to know what happens, but I feel like that's the feeling you should get from a thriller or a mystery book is, oh, I want to know what happens, I want to read on, right? I just really, though, am really confounded. Like, I don't have any theories. Well, that's a lie. I have one. Well, I had one, but I don't know if it still reigns true. You know, the more that we read, the more that we find out about these characters, and I don't know who's lying, and I don't know what they're lying about, and I don't know why they're lying about what they're lying about, and I don't know the who, the what, the why, right? So I'm very curious to see what this book is about. You can't see what this book is gonna be about, like, going forward. But I'm gonna go solve the case. This isn't a case, this is just a book, but I genuinely need to know. So you and I are gonna go continue reading and see how far we can get tonight, even though it's already 11:30. Make great life choices. Everyone should follow in my footsteps. Okay, let's go read. Okay, so let's chat really quickly. I read this last night up to part 3, and then this morning I read the entirety of part 3. It is now the evening, and I am about to sit down with part 4. But let's convene about my thoughts really quickly, because we've kind of reached the part of the book where everything's been revealed, for the most part. There's only about 40 pages left, so I'm going to keep this very brief because I want to keep most thoughts for the end when we actually talk about everything, right? With the way that the book went, right? The first 100 pages we're kind of just learning about both of the characters, and we're getting Josie's perspective on everything, like her life and everything. But then once we had the really big shift in this book, I did guess everything. Everything. So that was a little bit disappointing, because Miss Lisa Jewell, I had very high expectations for you. I will say I didn't guess it right off the bat, but I did guess it like 100 pages in, right? So take with that what you will, which also makes me wonder, did everyone else guess it, or was everyone else shocked too? Like, I don't know. So I'm gonna go finish this part 4, and then we will reconvene with my final thoughts, and we will pick our next book, which is very exciting. Let's go finish this first. I think I have like 40 pages left. I don't know. Anyone know how many pages the last part is? Oh, 30. Literally 30 exactly. So let's go read the last 30 pages, and then we'll reconvene and pick our next book as well. I don't know if I said that yet. We're gonna pick another book. You know, I thought I knew my feelings on this book, but it turns out I'm wrong. Okay, let's talk. That was dramatic, but got my point across. I finished up reading I almost called The Last of Us. What even is that? None of this is true by Lisa Jewell. I just finished it, and I'm very disappointed in the ending, like the last 40 pages ending. Okay, very disappointed. I can't say anything because it's the end of the book, but I do not like it. It makes me very unsatisfied, and I ended up sitting with my mom and talking about it with her for a good like 10-15 minutes. I'm like, Mom, this was the worst book I've ever read. What the heck? And she was like, yeah, no, felt the same. Her and I had a lot of the same views on the book, other than the fact that the overall theme, like the title, I said that if I would have known going in that that was how the book was going to end, I wouldn't have read it. Like, it just makes me angry, right? And she said, well, yeah, but I didn't want to spoil it for you, because she had read it previous to me, right? And I'm like, yeah, that's fair, but still, I don't vibe with that in thrillers, you know? I don't like it. I shouldn't have read it, personally. This one's not for me. Because of my very, very, very biased, very strong feelings on this book, I don't have a rating for you right now. And I think that's how it's going to be with all of these guys, all of the books that we read, because for thrillers, for me, I have to sit with them for a little bit. But in case you're wondering, because I've been mentioning my mom a lot with this book, she gave this one a 3, or she would have. She didn't put it in her Goodreads because she listened to it on Audible. I've tried explaining to her that Audible is literally reading books, and she says no, it's cheating. So I've given up. We'll do ratings at the end. I'm very disappointed in the ending, not getting a good rating, but I want to move on. I want to read another one, because there's got to be something better. This is not reigniting my love for thrillers. This is making me hate them more, and it's making me worried I'm no longer a thriller girly. So we're going to move on to our next pick, which is this guy right here. This is The Killing Hills by Chris Offutt. No idea what it's about. I just saw it on the shelf. I'm like, that's a skinny book. It's a thriller. Oh, this one's not labeled a thriller. Why did I pick this one? Man, I don't actually know why I picked this one. I can't read that word. A compelling something thriller in which a suspicious death exposes the loyalties and rivalries of the fiercest private place, the Killing Hills, is also the first crime novel ever set in the eastern Kentucky hills. Okay, I really don't know why I picked this. Y'all want to go read it? Let's see what this is about, shall we? I finished this, so let's have a chitty chat. I don't know if I said this yet. I don't even know what I've been saying about this book, because literally I don't even know what I just read. Like, I know what I read, but I don't know. This one was weird, okay? This is literally the embodiment of southern small town murder, okay? And not in like a Criminal Minds way, not in like a cozy murder type of way. No, it is literally just southern drama, okay? And when I say southern drama, I literally mean southern drama. Like, I mean, all of these families had feuds with one another, which is literally the entire it's upside down now, which is literally the entire story behind why the murder happened. It had something to do with like a family feud with someone else because of another murder and just southern stuff. That sounds really bad and like really judgmental and really whatever you call it, like stereotypical, but it's literally in the book, okay? They're in like freaking Kentucky. Maybe that's not South. They talk like they're in the South, okay? I don't really know what I'm saying right now. The way this ended is a cliffhanger. It is a series. I didn't know that. I will not be reading any more of them. I think the book is written in third person or whatever the heck the person is, where you can see everyone's perspectives and you switch between what other people are thinking. And that confused the crap out of me. I haven't read a book like that in a really long time and I do not like it. Don't know what I'm going to rate it. I'm going to let myself sit with it for a second, but Oh, also, one more thing, then we'll move on. Sorry, I lied. I do want to say this was not a thriller. This was absolutely a mystery, not a thriller in any way. My bad. I have two others for us to choose from, so let me introduce you to both of them, and then we will pick our third book. Our first one is The Undetectables. All I know about it is that the cover says, "Be gay, solve crimes, and take naps," and I'm like, yeah, that sounds good. And if you can't tell, I think one of the characters is actually a cat. Like, this is like a fantasy mystery, right? Like, yeah, that's great. So we have that one. And then we also have Family Game, or The Family Game, sorry. We also have The Family Game. The rules: listen carefully, do your research, trust no one, and run for your life. I haven't actually read what this one is about, but we do have this one too. I kind of really want to end on a high note, and I'm thinking with the two that we have left, I'm going to like The Undetectables more. So we are going to pick up The Family Game by Catherine Stedman. This one I actually have an audiobook for on Spotify, so we are going to listen to the audiobook and read along in our book. But I just thought I'd mention that because it changes how I comprehend things, I think. Does it? I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's move on to our third book and hope it's at least a little bit better than whatever the heck I've been reading the past couple days. Oh, you almost fell. That was not good. Here, you want to see my mascot? There we are. Okay, so this is Hamilton. I feel like I need to introduce you to him because he's cute. Anyways, I apologize. I forgot my microphone upstairs and I can't be bothered to go get it. But, oh, hold on. Now here's the other one. You want to come lay down? Apologies for the lack of microphone. It's upstairs and I don't feel like walking all the way up there to get it. However, the past 2 days, I have been very slowly introducing myself to this book. I've been really busy with school. I'm literally only, I think I read chapter 5. Yeah, my next chapter is chapter 6, and I have about 2 hours to sit down and read this book right now. But current thoughts are that right now this is literally just family drama. Like, the only really thrillery aspect of it is that, what's our girl's name? I literally can't remember. Harriet, or she goes by Harry, right? Her really rich fiance just proposed to her, and now they're gonna get married, and she is getting introduced to his family, and his family is like all rich, uptight, conceited assholes, for a lack of a better term, and they're like mysterious, I guess, but I don't know, all the characters are a little bit weird. I'm suspicious of everyone in this book, even Harriet, but that could just be because when I read thrillers I'm suspicious of everyone. But I am liking this one, like the concept, I'm liking this a lot better, because I didn't know what this was about until I started reading it, and I'm very excited to continue reading it, and that's what we're gonna do now. So let's go read The Family Game. I'm so excited. Hello, editing page here. As you can see, I am technically talking about something, but somehow when I was recording this clip, the audio did not get picked up at all, and I have no idea what I was talking about. So we're just gonna pretend like this clip doesn't exist. We both know what's going on, and we're gonna move on to continue reading The Family Game. I just took the thumbnail and I think it might be the funniest one I've ever done, ever. Hello everyone and good morning. Let's angle you up a little bit. I have grown. Hello and happy Thursday. Happy Thursday morning. Do you remember how I said we were going to finish this last night? I really thought we were, but then it became midnight and I had 100 pages left and I decided to save it for the morning because it wasn't at a place where I felt like I needed to finish it right then. So I did hit the pause button on my book. But we're going to finish it like right now because I just got back from class 2 minutes ago and I'm like, book. So we're going to finish our book. But before we did that, I want to talk about what was going on in this book. And we just made like a really big discovery in the mystery part of this book, which is very exciting. I kind of saw it coming because they kept hinting throughout the book that Harriet is not this good person and she's done something terrible and da 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 da. But we found out what, and I suspected it. So not like a huge like thrill factor there for me, just like a there we go, that's what I was missing, like you gave me the confirmation I already had, in my brain. And I don't know what's gonna happen actually, because I don't know, there's just a lot of different elements, family stuff, and I'm very excited to see where it goes. But let's go finish the family game so that we can move on to our fourth and final book, which I'm also very excited for. I look ahead, I'm like, next book. Let's go read the family game. Okay, I'm aware I'm in the same shirt, but this is my sleeping shirt for a while, and we're back in nighttime because I needed to process, okay? I needed to process. If you couldn't have guessed, we're here to talk about this book and final thoughts. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I finished this a couple hours ago, and I kind of just sat there for a second and was like, what did I just read? Not in like a confusing way, but in a why did the author choose to go this way type of way, I really don't know what I was expecting from that book. I say that book, it's right here. I don't really know what I was expecting the twist to be, but I don't know. There was just something that was not right with this one for me, and I don't know what it was. Like, I'm genuinely sitting here being like, what did I not like about it? Why didn't I like it? And I don't know. It was a feeling or something. Okay, I don't know. I like the concept. I loved the drama aspect, but the ending felt like it just didn't vibe with me. And I normally I'm like, oh, I just don't like the ending. I can tell you why. I really can't tell you why this time, and that's what makes it difficult and frustrating. Because I'm like, I want to know why I don't like the ending, because I should like the ending, because I was liking the entirety of the book. I'm not vibing with it. I'm not vibing with it. Anyways, moving on from that, I really don't have any other thoughts or opinions. Our fourth and final book is The Undetectables by Courtney Smith. This is technically classified as a fantasy, but it has 3 sentences on the front, and those 3 sentences are be gay, solve crimes, and take naps. Pretty good indicator of what's in this book, But anyways, I'm very excited to dive into this world, which is what we're gonna do. Now, I don't actually know what happens. All I know is be gay crime naps. We're gonna go discover the world of gay crime naps. And gay crime naps? So let's go start The Undetectables. Please ignore the fact that it's literally days later. I've been going through it. Hello, good evening. Evening? I don't even know. I really don't know what's happening. Little personal life update, just because I feel like it's necessary. Because it's been a while since we've sat down and talked. I have my crochet market this weekend, which is in the past for you guys. It wouldn't matter, and it doesn't have anything to do with this platform. But I feel like it's important to say something because I am just completely out of it right now. And there is a lot of stuff on the internet that's affecting me right now, so I haven't really had the chance to sit down and talk with you guys about The Undetectables, because I have been reading, but it's been just the books that I want to personally read. Not that I don't want to read this, but like I have a video tied to it, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted to just read for the sake of an escape and not making content. So, I do apologize that it's been a while. For you guys, it's been 2 seconds. For me, it's been literally a week. I've barely started our book. I think I'm on like chapter 7. Watch that be wrong. 6. Chapter 6. I can't even remember what I was reading, to be honest. I remember that right now I'm a little bit just mad. Like, the concept is cute and I like it, but when I was reading it, I was just not mentally in a place to be consuming a book like this. Just because of how the writing is, it wasn't vibing with my brain. But I think I'm ready to dive back in and get a good chunk of The Undetectables out of the way for today. I have no thoughts on it right now. I think I'm 80 pages in. I know chapters mean nothing when you don't have the book in front of you, or if you haven't read it. No, I'm 60 pages in. I'm even less. So I'm out of it. We're gonna go read The Undetectables and see what this is about, because it's time that I sit down with it again. So let's go. Hello and good evening. It's only the following evening. I'm doing better. It is finals week. Still working, still reading. I am now on chapter, I believe, 13 or 14 of this book. Yeah, I'm on chapter 14, which is page 178, 49% of the way through the Undetectables. That's what I read up to last night, and I am getting in the plot. I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. It took a second for the whole solving the murder part to actually let go, but now that it is, I'm having a grand old time. It's really slow, which is throwing me off for a murder book, because usually they're like you know, but it's more like character development, which I don't hate. And the only other thing that I really have to say is that this main character, who I'm pretty sure we're following her perspective, we also kind of get like insight to other characters' minds, but Mallory, who is the primary brain that we're in, has a disease, diagnosed fibromyalgia, and it makes her like really tired, and like her muscles don't work or something like that. I literally pain and fatigue in like the kindest way possible. The way that she handles it most of the time is amazing, but the fact that every 5 pages, or at least like every 2 pages, she's like, I'm in pain, I'm tired. I'm like, girl, I get it, I do, like, I get it, I'm also in pain and I'm also tired sometimes, but please, I want to know what happens in this book. I want to know who the murderer is, and I want to know about these super freaking magic rituals. Maybe that's just me, because I want to know what happened. Anyways, we are gonna go read some more in our book, and I'm hoping to get farther tonight. We'll see. I just drank an energy drink for the purpose of this book, so I'm gonna go jump back into Bookland, and I look forward to seeing you guys there. Y'all, I kid you not when I say it is almost 2 weeks later and I'm only on page 236 of this book. Now, granted, I've been really busy these past 2 weeks with finals and a crochet market and a whole bunch of other stuff, but normally I'm making time to read no matter what. Like, I'm reading at least 50, if not 100 pages a day, and with this book, I don't want to anymore. I don't want to. Listen, the concept is amazing. I genuinely love the characters. I genuinely love where the story is going. And like, I want to finish this, but I don't think I'm mentally in the mindset to read this book right now. And I genuinely do not wish to continue right now. All that to say, for right now, I'm giving this book a soft DNF. I'm hoping I come back to it later. I don't know if I actually will. I really want to, because I want to know what happens, but I genuinely cannot read this right now. That does unfortunately bring us to the time of our time together, which is honestly really disappointing, because I wanted to finish it. I was so excited for that book, and that's why I saved it for the last, is I was so excited for it, but I have a feud with that book right now, and I don't want to continue. All of that to say, we have reached the end of our time together, and I did say when we got to the end we would go over ratings. So let's do that, shall we? The first book that I read was None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. I ended up giving that one a 2.5 out of 5. Like I said, I kind of guessed it like way early on, and I really don't think I picked the right book for her writing, because I know she writes beautiful thrillers, so I will be picking her up again, but this one was just personally not for me. Next, I read The Killing Hills, but I believe Chris Offutt. I ended up giving that one a 2 out of 5. Kind of the same vibe as None of This Is True, but way more southern. And then next, I read The Family Game by something. It's CA. Those are the initials. I can't remember her name for the life of me. And that one, I was loving the whole way through. Love the family drama. Loved the little mystery of what the heck's going on with the weird family, right? But that ending, ugh, dude. Early on in the book, I did guess, oh, maybe it has something to do with this person, but I'm like, no, I really don't want it to be that. And then it ended up being that, so it just really disappointed me. But I love the family drama, so I ended up giving that one a 2.5 out of 5 as well. Overall, I'm starting to think that maybe thrillers and me are just a genre that don't vibe very much, or maybe I'm just like a really harsh thriller rater. I don't know. Anyways, let's talk about books that are not thrillers or mysteries, and I no longer want to talk about thrillers and mysteries. So, you guys have a great rest of your day, great rest of your night, whatever it may be for you, and I will see you next week. Toodaloo, guys. Toodaloo.